silly, but we'll see.
I don't think there's any point in not putting IO with the Witch Doctor and just playing that as a stable lane that can just sit against Nature's Prophet, right? You have a lot of regen. You can probably just farm. And Clock is a much better protection for Drow Ranger than IO is against Tiny Enigma. Because what effectively ends up happening in this lane is that Clockwork becomes a wall. He literally just keeps walking into Tiny and pressuring him away. And if Tiny tries to toss Clockwork onto Enigma, you need to have quite a lot of damage to shoot through him, and should you succeed, it's the support dying for the enemy expending everything, and your Drow is just hitting creeps. So this laning combination is just great in general, to be honest. Clock Drow, I think, loses to very few things. Drow takes a lot of advantage of Clock hitting level 2 and level 3, where he just isolates targets, and Drow has a lot of damage from big range to help him out. Yeah, so it's pretty stable, I think, what Bait have got going here.
Yeah, I agree. Snowman and Storm, they are indeed going to be together, which, you know, only makes sense. Very, very strong lane, as you've pointed out many, many times now. So we'll see what Felt do about it. Of course, game number 2 did go their way. Very, very different kind of draft here from the side of Felt, but after seeing game 2, you can certainly have a bit more faith in this side, as they are going to run into Funnick and Lowdine. They'll leave them be, as kind of hard to get through the IO Witch Doctor even now, though they do go for a bit of a glimpse back, but Albino Zebra is the one to take more damage out of this. Slowdine just completely goes for the body blocks.
It
was the Arabic percussion voice line.
That's amazing. I don't know how that sound came out of your mouth. That was great. They went for the bubbly block. Even though I can't replicate it. That was awesome. All right, anyway. Yeah, so the reason I think IO Witch Doctor is good in this lane is that this lane is all about sustain, right? The thing that kills this type of lane is high burst damage. Disruptor and Nature's Prophet just don't have it. They have constant slow harassment that IO and Witch Doctor are just going to shrug off as long as they have mana. So the goal in this lane for Witch Doctor is to get Arcane Boots as fast as possible. Once he obtains that, they're good to go. They can just keep the heal running non-stop and stay alive. He's also choosing to start with a Ring of Basilius. I really like to see that. They have Bassi and Headdress, actually. Lodine is a...
he's gone.
Okay, they did not play off each other correctly there. So Lodine went off to the right, and when he tethered to Funnick, he didn't tether... He wasn't far enough away that Lodine got to the left side of the trees.
Oh.
So, yeah, what can I say? This just shouldn't happen. They just got right-clicked to death.
Yeah, very, very unfortunate, to say the least.
That was a very unexpected kill on my end.
Yeah, I'm sure on the side of Bait as well. I'm sure they did not expect that.
I don't know. That just doesn't happen. And the Nature's Prophet of all heroes gets this first blood, so he's going to have a great head start now in the lane. Obviously, keep in mind that assuming that this is what they were going to be up against, they have itemized against it as well, right? So Nature's Prophet has started with Blightstone and 4 branches, and the Disruptor is also just mass spent gold into stats. So they're literally just looking to hit as hard as possible in this lane to try to pierce that region. And that time around, it worked. I think down the stretch, this is not going to cut it, but even just getting 1 kill in this lane is more than I think they could have hoped for, to be honest. So.
Oh, absolutely. Definitely not expected. How's the other lanes going there? Like bot lane, Storminant going for a pretty deep dive here.
Building a little house there.
Yeah.
It's nice. Pretty house.
Misses out on the courier, sadly.
Imagine it feels like kind of a curse of Greek mythology. You build a house, but it breaks down all the time after you build it.
Where did that happen in Greek mythology?
Oh, it just sounds like a kind of curse you would have, like Sisyphus, and you keep pushing up the boulder and then it falls down again. You curse to whenever you build a home, it will break. That's clockwork.
That's a real tragedy right there.
It is.
Well, thank you for that, Cinder. That was rather depressing.
Yeah, I'm happy to help.
And what about the mid lane there? There's no houses in the mid lane.
That is a very happy and joyful lane because tell you what, it is TA against Puck, and this is the kind of lane that everybody just loves to hate. So it's great.
Happy days.
Happy days in mid. This has generally, historically speaking, been a TA favored matchup. I think Puck does better now than it used to, but I still would expect Dendy to build a little bit of an advantage, especially when he hits level 5. The damage becomes overwhelming. Puck can't really deal with getting rid of Refraction very easily, and you should be able to do, first of all, this, just run at him and force him out with a Melt Strike, and then maybe grab at an eye or two. Also, another thing, obviously, the way Refraction interacts with denies used to be different, right? That's when it was crazy. Puck just couldn't handle the denies that TA was able to output in the lane, but now that obviously works differently, so can hold his own pretty well in the beginning.
Yeah. Well, pretty even lanes going on so far. I mean, the top lane pretty nice here for Hidden Mune, but kind of to be expected with a Prophet, plus the first blood, of course, always helps out. Rotations into the mid lane, of course, Water Runes have spawned at the 4-minute mark. Stominant trying to guard one for his Den DTA and does manage to save. Bit of a chase here from Solji, but not really too much he can do. Just chasing down Stominant, trying to be as annoying as humanly possible. The one thing that does surprise me a little bit is the fact that they have not been able to pressure Fade as much as I would have hoped. Like, yeah, his CS isn't amazing, but it almost felt like with this kind of combination in the bot lane, you could have maybe found a kill.
Clockwork. So this is kind of a double-edged sword, this lane, right? Because Clockwork is good at protecting Drow, but Clockwork is not good at fighting Eidolons. So
fair.
You need to hit the timing window where Eidolons expire and are then off cooldown or on cooldown to be resummoned, and that's where you have your moment of opportunity. It is possible to get kills in this lane, of course, but I feel like most of the time that will be down to the Enigma making an error. It's not something you can just brute force and eventually you will get it. Clockwork can't just run at Enigma all the time. He's going to get out-traded by Eidolon hits, by Tiny with the tree. So what you're primarily doing is you're just playing as a wall between the Tiny and the Drow to let Drow farm. And if she's farming, it's okay. It's good enough for now.
Absolutely. Oh, Solji could find himself in a bit of danger.
Oh, that is...
unlucky.
Yeah.
They could still chase him down, but no, never mind. Just tosses him away.
You're not only cursed to have your houses break.
Fade?
But
Fade? Where you going? Fade!
what the hell?
What are you...
What? I'm completely at a loss for it. I have no idea. That was actually... I'm just dumbfounded by what just happened.
Did he disconnect? Maybe.
He disconnected. So to give him benefit of the doubt here, I think the tower is being pushed, right? So there was no creeps to claim in the lane. And he's like, they're farming the small camp. I want to go and contest and steal some experience and maybe grab a last hit there. But his Tiny was well far away. He couldn't help him at all, had no mana. So effectively, he's offering himself the one situation that I told you can't happen, right? Is he has no Eidolons nearby, no Tiny to protect him, and he effectively walked into the Clockwork. So that was just, that was crazy. I feel like whatever justification he had for doing that, that's why my reaction was what it was. Like, the mental gymnastics to go for that is pretty crazy. That was so greedy. Holy.
It really was. Funny though, top lane gonna get caught out, but his heal is ridiculous.
Yeah,
even
he
without
can survive
the IO.
this.
Yeah, he's just like, yeah, whatever.
He's gonna get the mana boots with one more CS, but Nature's Prophet gets a good deny there. So Phonic will not be quite in range for that just yet in terms of the monies.
It's a pretty slow game in terms of kills so far as well, like 1-1, 7 minutes in.
Good start for Felt though, and I mean, keep in mind their lineup is kind of greedy, right? They have Enigma offlane, who always is going to need some time. Nature's Prophet carry is one of the faster ones, but still overall their lineup doesn't mind taking it easy because Nature's Prophet can play very greedy if it's the kind of game for it. That's also part of why this hero is so good, is that he's globally there, he has great stats, and he can play whatever pacing the game has. Is it slow? He can go Midas and keep farming lanes and go jungle. Is it fast? He can buy more active items, he can be a part of all the fights. So whatever state the game is in, there's no game state that's bad for this hero. And we are seeing the Midas here, so they are taking the slower approach. A lot of players in this position will opt to rush for a Maelstrom as a farming item instead. He's probably just going to get both. Oh, Zebra. He is going to live?
Yeah, apparently. Meanwhile, bottom lane, Stonebank does get caught. Nice toss back out of the Dream Coil, so they'll snap the coil. Stominant is going to show up, but the Avalanche is going to lock Stonebank down, and he's dead. The IO could not get there in time with the tether to save. Stominant, maybe he makes it.
He's okay. He's not okay.
No, they just jump in for it with the spells they have, and Lodine, well, he's not safe either. He'll tether away, but the Malefice is there. That'll lock him down just enough, I
He has
believe.
boots. He doesn't have boots. Never mind. He's also dead.
Yeah.
Why would he have boots? He's IO.
That's
Stop
right.
saying dumb things, Mike. I had the tiny select. I'm like, boots, he's fine. It's like, what? That was the other guy.
Nevertheless, 1-4 now. A lot of kills being given the way it felt.
I mean, this is a total snowball move, right? This is the kind of situation that wins games. You took the tower, you got 3 kills, and you're ripe for looking toward mid already. Nature's Prophet's level 8, Puck is level 8, and your Enigma has Black Hole ready. It's go time, baby. You just start putting pressure on the next lane. We were talking about how arguably Enigma is a greedy hero in this game, right? But look over to Bait. What have they really got in the tank right now? Clock's level 3, IO's level 4. It's minute 9. They have nothing. They can actually, I think Fade, or Felt rather, can just go mid and take the tower. And I think Bait can do nothing about it.
See, in these situations where your support's level 3 and 4 remind me of my pubs where we're both level 3 and 4 at 9 minutes and the one core still takes the tomb away from us.
I was just going to say, you reached minute 10 and then this TA is like, I need book.
It happens every time.
Yeah. Yeah, I hope that doesn't happen this game. I think if they give the book to a core, that's when they're checked out. Yeah. Somebody's going to tilt off the surface of the earth if Dendy takes the Tome of Knowledge in this game.
Oh, do it, Dendy.
Now I kind of want to see it. Do it, Dendy, come on. Who do they give it to? They haven't bought it yet. I think you put it on clock, probably. You need some way of starting fights, right? If Storm Island doesn't get level 6, you have no way of initiating and setting anything up.
Yeah, and he does pick it up himself.
Yeah, that's good.
It is rather depressing, like, to play clock and you don't hit that six timing around 10, 11 minutes. It's like, it does feel like this hero does somewhat lose its potential as albino.
Good cogs there, but then you can't connect because of the Enigma coming in to cover. Yeah, there's certain heroes in Dota that just feel extra bad when the team isn't active, right? I think this is one of them. One of my least favorite heroes to play is playing Dawnbreaker with 0 setup on my team. That's also just rough. It's like, I have this ulti, guys, I want to do stuff, and everybody's like, yeah, me too, in the jungle. And then there you are, throwing your hammer at creep waves and feeling miserable. So on Clockwork here, right, he wants somebody to play with desperately, but his carry's a drow, his mid laner is a TA. These heroes both want to farm. So he needs to play with Witch Doctor, and it looks like that might finally happen now, but it feels a little bit late to make the first movement at 11. And on top of that, Felt seemed very prepared.
As an Earth Spirit Joyer, I completely understand those feelings, Syndra. Let me tell you. Every time.
Radiant structures are
Still.
fortified.
Like, they are just farming Bait, not interested in fighting, though I say that. Top lane, Soldier gets caught out, but Kits is in. Coil is there, that's going to be one down, that's Lowdyne. Spanic, he's going to try to make a run for it. Here comes Dominant to try and help out. They'll at least end up finding Albino Zebra. And in fact, Kits is dropping rather low now.
Okay. Oh, he's fine.
Spanic turns back around, Death Ward is there, but now the Black Hole. Fade is not having it. No Death Ward for you, sir. He will drop, but Fade will still lose his life in the end.
All things...
Oh, no.
That is unfortunate. I mean, all things considered, that's probably pretty decent for Bait, given the circumstances. They are going to get a mid tower out of it, so I would say definitely well worth it. Nice deny there from Kits, though, will mitigate the damage that does, but still, the map control more important than the gold. Being able to push this mid wave out gives them a lot more breathing room in the top area, top half of the map. And they would love to finish this top tier 1 tower as well. Now that Black Hole's on cooldown and Coil was expended and Kits is low, maybe you can brute force this tower. Looks like they are going to just go for it at least. And yeah, Stonebank will get it. Solji trying for a deny here. Okay, that he never hit it. He swung the tree, then he stopped, and then it was too late.
Well, there goes the T1 top tower. Solji sticking around for a little bit, but not really in too much danger, I don't think, here on the Tiny. Meanwhile, the side of Felt still in the lead by 1k, 3-6 right now in their favor. This Prophet is still getting bigger and bigger. In fact, like, you look at his net worth, he's really starting to get a little bit out of control. Midas and Maelstrom up on the Prophet, going right into the Gleipnir next. And it's, sure, you're playing this farm game with the side of Bait, but you know, you're up against the Prophet, an Enigma, and a Puck, all of which seem to scale very well going to the mid to late game. So it's, I feel like it's a very risky game Bait's trying to play. Is dominant. He's going to get caught out here by the coil. Does go for the cogs to try and buy himself a little bit of space, but he's going to drop. And I just kind of asked the question, when does Bait want to group up and go?
Oh, they don't have the luxury to do it yet because Dendi isn't ready. Like, that's just TA in a nutshell. When it's whether it's played mid or safe lane, you need a specific set of tools before this hero really unlocks. There's two ways of going about it. Either you get Deso or you get Dragonlance plus Deso or Dagger, and that is complete now. So now he finally has a bit of a toolkit here to start fighting if he wants to. I'm not sure if this is better, honestly, than buying Deso in this game. I don't know if you, like you said, if you have to take the fight in that way, or if you could just keep farming. Because, yeah, it is a kind of scary proposition to go late game against Enigma, of course, but your lineup scales really well, too.
Oh, no! I mean, they should still have him. Hidden Immune is going to go down.
That's a huge kill.
Massive indeed. Oh, well, that was a bit of a rough start to the kill, nevertheless.
They got there.
Yeah. Then mid lane, start forcing it in.
I actually think at this rate, the way this is going, if Bait just picks off Nature's Prophet once or twice, they're out farming them. They're just being more efficient with the map. The fact that they got that mid tower is so huge for this. It just, they have way more access to play the map more greedily and more effectively. And it's not like Felt's lineup is very fast and can just punish it, right? They're missing some key components. They're close to the Tiny Dagger, which will help alleviate, or rather create some pressure onto the side of Bait's side of the map. Puck has the Witchblade, of course, but no mobility item himself either. And that means Bait can relatively easily and quickly push out waves and then go and farm jungle camps. And their lineup just does it better, right? That's one of the biggest assets of TA is its ability to farm super effectively, and you give it the added benefit of the IO overcharge and the added benefit of the Drow aura. Things can get scary really quickly. Dendi buying Shard here.
Shard?
I mean, the silence is clearly amazing, right? Against Puck, against Enigma, against Disruptor. It is a very good Shard game, but I think there's something to be said about rushing the Deso as well, so you can just literally two-shot heroes with Drow. Oh, the timing!
Yeah, absolutely. Avalanche is there. Hookshot completely. Oh, no! Oh, no!
He's still dead, though.
Oh,
But it's gonna cost them.
it certainly is. There goes your Puck. There goes your Tiny.
Radiant's top tower
Oh,
attached.
that's a sad series of events.
It's a symphony of sadness.
Yeah, I mean, so I don't know if we're gonna look at a replay of that one. That was,
Sometimes you miss, and then you miss.
yeah, I mean, that was.
It's neither. I think both teams deserved casualties. I mean, to be fair though, it's really unfortunate. So Stamanen is going for the hook shot on the Tiny. He doesn't know he has Dagger, right?
Yeah.
And he blinks at the exact same moment. So I mean, you know, that's just unlucky.
Oh.
They still get the kill on Dendi, but they have to extend really far. And that gust from Stonebank is beautiful coming in from the side, catching the two of them. And the black hole was, he thought he needed to use it. He didn't. That goes on cooldown. So a little bit of a mess
Hookshot.
overall.
This time around does land.
That's
Solji
a freebie.
gets caught out.
Oh,
but
maybe not a
Stompin'
freebie. Good toss before he died.
Yeah, Tether is there though, trying to keep Stompin'
Oh, that
alive. Now with
heal.
the mech out, he is perfectly fine for now, but the vessel
Wait, wasn't he?
coil is locking them down. Bait, do they want to keep trying to fight? It seems like they do. They'll make the jump in on Albino. That's the Disruptor gone. Problem is though, Funnick is dropping rather quickly, but the IO is going to keep him alive, Spirit Vessel or not. It doesn't matter. He's still fine.
Was the clock vesseled when he got healed from like 200 to full? I think it was already. How the hell did they heal him so much?
That's kind of why nobody seems to like Vessel.
IO
Holy Locket's available as well, by
IO
the way.
with Locket and Witch Doctor Greaves. I guess it was all of that at once, and then even if he was Vessel, he's still. Maybe he got Vesseled right after the burst heal, but either way, big win for Bait. Aegis #1. It's that
That it is.
insane Radiant advantage. This is why all the teams love Radiant. They get Roshan. I wonder what the win rate is of Radiant right now
I mean,
in all
it's-
pro games.
It's probably depressing.
45, you think?
Better than 30-something, Syndra, at the very least.
Oh, yeah. Well, hopefully. That would be very, very interesting. I'm not sure what it is.
Well, still, Bait now, they switched the net worth back their way. Like, you still have this issue of the Prophet being the highest net worth, but they really haven't had much of an issue quite yet with Hidden Mute. He's still just casually hitting creeps. Does have his Gleipnir looking towards the BKB before he does get involved.
I think the biggest thing in this game actually is, so I personally don't think Vessel is a very good item in general.
Right.
And it has a short timing window where it has its impact. That timing window is about to close. So Fade's build is just super slow now, right? He has this Vessel. He's somewhat close to a dagger, but then the next item is going to take very, very long to get to. So even if the prospects of late game are scary, Enigma doesn't have any of the build-up items that makes him farm faster. He doesn't have Midas. He doesn't have any sort of additional way of accruing gold except having his Eidolons push the waves. And because the Vessel hasn't paid off very much, he didn't get that gold influx from fighting that we sometimes see when Enigmas do go for this Vessel plus Shard build. That isn't out of, isn't crazy, isn't a rarity per se, but I don't know if this was the game for it. Because if he wants to play fast and wants to put pressure, that's cool, but then maybe the Prophet shouldn't have gone Midas, you know what I mean? Like, one of them is playing a bit slower and greedier, the other is playing the faster Enigma build, and if they both played the fast build, these fights would have gone better, and they could have played it a little bit earlier, maybe got the mid tower. Hook shot, the trap silence.
That's a big one.
Cox. Oh,
So
he's
close.
gonna live.
Kids.
That was close. Oh my god, Dendi.
Dendi.
Perfect again. Everybody's perfect.
What a series of events here between these two.
That was a real thriller.
That certainly was. Everyone's just perfectly fine. Very, very close call. I mean, the shot's almost paying off as well.
Oh, Hit Immune. Hit Immune is showing on this trap. This is really, really bad. This is so greedy. Dendi set the trap earlier.
Yeah, he did. Silence is there. No BKB to purge it off. And Hidden Immune. I mean, he Gleipnir's the creeps.
That is such a big kill to get. I love this from Bait, that they turn it into a smoke as well. They're just naturally grouped up because they relocated, so they can turn this into their next play. Kits.
This Shards is kind of working out.
Yep.
It's really annoying to play against.
Did not land the gust, though, so Kits will get away, but yeah, I loved the smoke in that instance, but didn't pay off.
It's dominant. Staring at albino. Does get a very nice, easy hook shot for himself, but should have the glimpse back. Dendi, though, just going to take him out. No problem. And Bait. That damn voice line is actually pretty funny. Tier 2 mid tower. Gonna go down. You know, the thing is with Dendi's voice lines, I can't tell if he's saying it ironically or not. You know? I don't know if he's in on the joke, but it's hilarious.
Uh-oh.
Gleipnir. Speaking of, Stonebank. Oh, he's in a bit of trouble
Yes,
now.
BKB
Black Hole
and
is
Pike.
available, but Fade doesn't go for it.
That would have been a good time to Black Hole. There was no clockwork hookshot to cancel it. I think he definitely should have not held it that time.
Coil. It's going to lock him down, but where's the follow-up to
Yeah,
him?
nobody's here. Just very disconnected here from Felt. Not on the same page at all with what the goal is.
He just got the blink up with the Enigma as well. It's literally on the courier.
Yeah, the thing is he didn't need to use it. He was next to the Drow there after he got tossed in. I think that's just a clear-cut Black Hole. But maybe it's the nerves. Maybe he's worried about messing up. But as soon as that clockwork hookshot is used, what's he really scared of? I guess a TA trap can be placed and then do a mini silence, maybe, but still think that was worth going for.
Speaking of hookshot, does get committed here. But not a man. Never mind, Death Ward is there, but the Avalanche does cancel. Still, they do get the battery assault, so Soul G is going to drop. 11-9 now, 2K advantage the way of Bait. It's Felt really struggling in this game, number 3 now.
The biggest problem for Felt is not the gold, it's the map control, right? They just have so little space to work with. Bait has taken 5 towers. Felt have taken 2. Or sorry, 4 towers. They didn't take the bottom tier 1 just yet. But the part of the map that that Bait have access to, and the fact that they have TA, this is one of the biggest perks of this hero, is when you're ahead, you start placing traps. So you just have extra wards all around the enemy side of the map naturally, because you're playing here anyway. It gives them so much random intel. The Nature's Prophet pick they got earlier was randomly because of a TA trap. He's desperate and goes there to farm because they're controlling his side of the map, so you also leave a defensive trap on your side of the map. And yeah, all this added control, you can tell that Felt are just really starved for space. They're finally going to go for a smoke now because they're kind of desperate and they need to get something going. They find Dendy would be big, but he's quick on his fingers.
Yeah.
You wouldn't think this guy is 52, but it's unbelievable how fast you can still be at that age. Gets the Daedalus.
Let's pick up the Daedalus now. That one-shot potential is kind of coming in here for the TA.
Yeah, it's nasty. You couple that with the Drow Aura.
It hurts.
And the attack speed from Io. A lot of the time with TA, people focus very much on the one-shot burst because that's the flashy play, but it's just as important on TA to have attack speed. You just have consistent high damage output during the fight. I think Io would love to play with the TA more than the Drow, so he's going to have the overcharge for most of the fight, and he will just be laying into people with these big crits constantly. Look at that attack speed he has right now, just clearing things out. What's his attack speed here? 0.5, so 2 attacks per second with the overcharge running.
That's nice.
That is very nice. All right.
This isn't so nice. They'll make the jump in. Black Hole immediately out. Hook shot off the marks. Dominant still. The TA. Dendy is alive.
Heal, though.
The heals come out. Dendy will survive. Oh, and Phil need to run. Get out of there, boys. It's not safe.
Okay, the fact that they only lose 1 hero here is... Oh, maybe they lose 2.
Oh.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, that's a crit. Now, Dendy almost had the hidden mutant Nature's Prophet as well. He was like 0.1 of a second away.
That was clutch from Stomanen, though. So he couldn't get the hookshot on the Enigma, but he hookshot next to him. He got another target, and then he gets the cogs out to stop the black hole. And the insane heal that comes out on Dendy there, Io and Witch Doctor combining it. I think they had 0 vessel charges on the Enigma, so they couldn't pre-place that, and that just meant Dendy healed from like 200 to 1.4k in half a second.
And to make matters worse, Fade now gets caught out on the Enigma. I mean, he will at least have the Eidolons.
Who though?
Yeah, he has help. Never mind, Stomanen getting a little bit too excited, I think.
They didn't have relocate. I think that might just have been, not what you expected. Yeah, I did not expect that at least.
Top lane.
Not sure what the mindset was. Maybe he was expecting a reload that wasn't ready, or maybe his plan was to just try to force reactions or whatever, but effectively just gives them a kill there. Not a big deal though. Dying on clock in this instance, but Kits could be a big kill here. Stonebank hounding him, gets the gust.
Does get it. Losing vision.
Multi-shot. Oh, he has no help. That's not enough.
No. And now Kit's gonna jump back in. Stonebank.
Got his BKB out of that. All right.
That's big. Tips out for Kits. Gets away with more than he should have, really, and
Yeah, for sure.
that's going to be it. It's the state of the game now. I mean, I know you said net worth doesn't really matter too much. Like, Bait, are they still in control of the map?
I think so. I mean, this was a bit of a setback because of the death on Clockwork and the fact that Drow's BKB is on cooldown, but I still think Bait... You look at how they're playing the map, right? They're still in the dire side with 2 of their heroes. They're pushing out the Enigma now. They might even kill him, actually. Fade has no idea what's coming his way, but Stonebank guesses incorrectly. Sees him now, though. Fade with the dagger. They need to hit him.
Oh.
They missed everything. Oh my god. Well, that was a bit of a lag. Maybe that was just for me. Hit immune.
It does show up as well in the Prophet. He's going to try and TP out and should be just fine to do so. A few errors here and there from both sides, but...
It's a bit hard. It's a bit tricky to catch the Enigma there because Drow's Shadowblade was running out, and you kind of have to start that with an attack or a multi-shot, or Enigma can just blink.
Stomanen. Cogs is there. Glimpse is quite short.
Okay.
Glaive Clear is out.
He could hookshot the camp.
He does.
There you go. Beautiful.
Very good, and he's fine now as well. Meanwhile, Lodine.
He's not fine.
No, he's not. He is going to go down.
Funnick with the Wraith Pact. Against what?
I mean, I guess the Prophet.
Yeah. I don't know if he's got this... Does this guy have something going? It's like, I'll buy every item that nobody buys. So game 1, he buys Crimson Guard. He buys... What was the other one he bought in that game? Solar Crest?
Yeah.
And this game, it's Wraith Pact. I mean, so the damage armor from Vlad's is obviously good for his friends. All right, that's a really fast kill there.
It certainly was.
But I feel like surely there has to be a better item here.
Coil, Dendy,
Yeah,
needs
no
some help.
BKB yet. No
Nothing.
heals.
Oh boy, that's rough. Dendy's down. Funnick now in trouble as well. Stonebank's still going to try and salvage the situation. BKB popped, hit immune. He's in
Huge
trouble. He's going to
damage.
try, but he can't get out. Kits also silenced up. He should be all right. Surely. Blink away to the south, orb away.
Yep.
He'll be fine.
This is Roche, though. Dendy bought back for this. They have to get the Aegis. Yeah, this is gonna become impossible for Felt to do as soon as Dendi gets BKB. Then they can't. These kind of moves don't exist anymore. You only kill him with Black Hole at that point.
That's a quick Rosha.
That was very quick. Shard on the ground. Loading's gonna pick it up. I guess you put this one on Witch Doctor, probably?
Yeah, why not?
It's Witch Doctor, IO, or Clock. Clock has his own, actually. He already bought his.
Yeah.
So yeah, you give this to good old Woody.
Is that what you call him?
Woody, it's good.
No?
It's a fast way of saying WD.
True. That's fair.
And it reminds me of Woody Woodpecker.
I thought you were referring to Toy Story, Woody.
Oh. Sorry, I don't watch movies.
Oh. Did you have a childhood?
That's debatable. I spent it all playing video games, so did I really?
Ouch. That's too real.
I have no regrets
No. Neither do I.
about playing video games.
No.
Look where it got us.
Yeah, I know. Amazing, right?
I get paid to talk shit. My life is awesome.
It is. It's great.
All right. Okay, I mean, so Dendi's BKB is 700 away, 600 at this point, actually. I think you just chill for a minute as bait here and you hit that item timing, and then you're really good to go. If you at any point kill Enigma, who also has BKB, so big item there. Oh, hook shot.
I believe they picked up a double damage there on Dendi. He doesn't activate it, but he may not need it.
Ooh.
That's a big one.
That is indeed a big one. This is going to lead to more. That's collateral damage here. Nature's Prophet.
Yeah, Albino's gone as well.
Quick work of him. Can they high ground with this? I mean, they don't know for a fact that there's no buybacks, but they have Aegis. Dendi's BKB is flying out. They have a creep wave coming. This is perfect timing. This couldn't have been any better. They can absolutely go for the Stone Bank. Ice cold. Just going straight up there.
We'll do so. Hit immune, gonna try and sprout the tower, but it won't matter too much. They'll just go right through it anyway.
There's the first glyph. Radiant not glyphing this wave. They still keep the siege creep alive, so it's okay. This is Elena Barracks.
Certainly is.
Whoa, what was that pike before stuff?
I'm
Whoa.
not sure.
Okay, he just piked himself in. Now he actually has to be careful because he doesn't have pike.
Fade looking for a big black hole opportunity here if he can.
All you need to do right now as Clockwork is not be in vision. He needs to not stand here. He needs to be far away so he can just hookshot the Enigma.
Oh, that toss back does not help. Albino's gone. He does have buyback available, but they've also lost Solji.
Now BKB Black Hole's available.
It
That's
certainly
a good
is,
one.
but where's the hook shot? Where is it? Oh, it's not there. Stominan's on the wrong side, but it won't matter. They don't have the damage.
He didn't Midnight Pulse before holding.
Oh, no.
Okay,
Hit him,
this
he's
is-
gone. This is going to be it. It's a mess of a fight. Kits is still trying to salvage. Jump in is Solji. Hit immune. Still going to deal with Dendi here on the TA. And they are running. Get out of there, boys. It is not safe. Still, Kits at least found the drow. Stonebank is down, so mid-racks will drop, but that might just be it. Though I say that, Hookshot is out. Stominant, he'll lock down the Prophet, and Hit immune is gone. That's a dieback. That is now tier 4 towers under siege.
I mean, the puck can't stop this because they can out-heal everything he does. They have to keep the wave alive and they can keep pushing. All right, I really thought this fight was going to be way better for Felt for a couple of reasons. First of all, Clockwork hookshot the Tiny, so Enigma had a free BKB Black Hole. But then he didn't Midnight Pulse on it, and they didn't connect all their damage into the Black Hole on 3 heroes, so it didn't kill anything. The heals just outlasted it. Secondly, the way the whole fight started with them they're just falling. They're just running in and dying.
Now, Kit's down, we'll buy back, but now, well, you're going to lose Fade. That'll be a dieback.
What?
Not even a dieback, that was just a death.
Oh my god, he's dead too. All right, that's it.
That's got to be a GG call, surely.
One by one, we're making it fun. All right,
Here
that's
we go
another
again.
one.
Save your buddy syndrome it is. GG is called, and
Okay.
bit of a rough way to end that game for sure for the side of Felt, but you know, sometimes you crack under the pressure. Bait proving to be the better team here in this series overall, winning a 2-1 over Felt. And yeah, I mean, if you're Bait, you're sitting happy now. Like, you're
Yeah.
kind of in the middle.